Sweet friend, how are you doing today? Welcome to Mondays with Maury, me, Maury Yelvington of Morph. Transform your reality, where I help you step out of trauma and reclaim your power. If this is the first time you're seeing me live, welcome to my world. I'm so happy that you're here. And how are you doing? How are you doing? How was your week? How was your day? How has 2023 been so far for you? For me, it's been a big emotional roller coaster. In my personal life, I've been going through a lot of physical things with my arm. Look. And just my youngest son just turned 5. And things are just happening on a very rapid pace. This week has been a really big deep dive for me in my business. It's been really interesting. I've got a lot of clarity and awarenesses and new downloads that I would love to share with you and tune into with you and really go deep into the places that maybe we weren't willing to go to before. So if this is the first time that you're watching me live, I would love to welcome you to my world. I would love to get to know you and know more about you and where you're from and what you're doing and what are things that you've been struggling with lately and what are things that are working for you. You know, one of the big things when you start a business online as an entrepreneur is asking yourself, why are you doing it? Why are you in this industry, right? What are you doing? And if you've known my story, when I was as a kid, I went through a lot, right? My parents got divorced at 6. My dad died from a car accident when I was 9. I experienced some sexual trauma around 14. And luckily, I was raised in a family that, was talked about everything, kind of dissected everything. It wasn't easy. In the house that I was growing up in, it wasn't an easy life. It was a hard life. But I was lucky to have a mom that was doing energy work that really was into healing. And that's kind of where I stepped into my powers, learning more about healing work. And ever since the age of 17, I've been working, playing in this realm of energy and tuning into the body, listening to the body, healing the body, being connected to who you truly are, and having more and more awareness when I'm not showing up and when I'm not being who I am. And so this whole play and work and journey of my life is being more and more of me and stepping into more and more of me to allow you to step more to more and more of you. And what I really want to show people with what I do and with my work and the healing I give people and in my sessions and in my live workshops is really empowering you to realize that just because you've been through a ton of shit, and just because you've experienced trauma, and just because you dated the wrong people, and just because you maybe got fired a million times, and just because maybe somebody cheated on you, and just because maybe you have a bunch of anxiety and depression, and just because maybe you had children and you have postpartum depression or had postpartum depression, or just because you had horrible parents, or just because, whatever that is for you, none of that has to stop you. And none of that has to determine who you are. And none of that has to determine where you're going. But so much of what you're dealing with right now is based on decisions and experiences that you were dealt with, right? Experiences that were approached upon you. Experiences that, yes, maybe help to shape who you are right now, but they don't have to keep activating you. And the problem is when you go through trauma and drama and abuse and neglect, and maybe not even that, it's enough to be in a really bad relationship for it to be traumatic enough to cut you off from any other relationship, from the ability to trust anybody else. It's enough for you to give your heart to somebody one time and for them to crush it, for you to never want to date again. It's enough for you to be hurt by your own mother as a child growing up, to hate women, to hate men. Okay? And all of those beliefs and experiences, they're creating the life that you have right now. Every single one of those. If you're having trouble in your marriage, it's because something in your childhood and something in your past has created this dynamic, and you're activating and working from that place. And so what I help you do is be aware. Okay, the number one key here is to be aware. But the thing is our mind is very tricky, and our mind plays games on us, and we think, oh, everything's good. That's in the past. That's not part of who I am right now, right? That experience that was so long ago has nothing to do with me anymore. I shoved that down, deep down. I don't feel it. It's not showing up for me. Just because you are pretending that that is in the past doesn't mean it's really in the past for you and for your body. And that is the issue, right? So I want you to take a look. What it is in your life that you want to improve on right now? What is it in your life that you would want to shift and change right now? Is it your health? Is it your relationship? Is it money? Right? Those are the main three things that people really deal with and need help with. And start asking yourself, how was I raised around money? What beliefs, right? If money is one of your things. Ask these questions. What do I think about money? What do I feel about money? What if I had a ton of money? And really start writing down and journaling, right? Ask these questions for yourself. What about money scares me? What about not having money scares me? What is money for me? Ask the questions. If it's relationship that you need help with, what kind of relationships did you see growing up? What kind of relationships dynamics did your parents have? Did your grandparents have? The people around you? How did they treat each other? Did they have a good relationship that you could model after? Okay? Start asking these questions. Maybe it's not if you want a relationship and your parents had a great relationship, maybe you dated a few really not nice people. Okay? What memories are you holding on to from those experiences? What memories have created trauma in your body? And now when you think about being in a relationship or being vulnerable and giving your heart away, what is coming up for you? Okay, maybe it's your health. What is your body telling you? What health beliefs did you grow up listening to? What hereditary beliefs are you buying into? Okay? Those are all symptoms. These are all messages. These are all questions that are going to bring more awareness. And that is what I do with you in my one-on-one sessions. We dive into what are these experiences telling you, where they are in the body, and we release them on a cell memory. Because just because you shove it down doesn't mean it disappears. Okay? Your body is holding on to this trauma. Your brain has been rewired to protect you safe from the things you like the most and want the most, because it feels like those things are the most dangerous for you. You can listen to that again. Your brain and your body are programmed to keep you safe from the things that you desire and want the most. If you bought into that those things are going to harm you the most. And if you're rewired to hate money, and money is filthy and money is gross, money is never going to come to you. If you are wired that men are going to harm you and hurt you, if you experience trauma in your sexual area, and just as being a woman in this reality, then you're not going to bring in the man that you desire. You're going to bring men that are going to keep reiterating that belief that men are shit and men are scum, okay? That women aren't trustworthy, right? If you ever dated a woman and she cheated on you, okay? These are all beliefs, but we start activating and creating our life upon these beliefs. And I'm here to tell you that you've been through enough. You've been through enough. The world has been through enough. and it's time to choose you. It's time to step out of that past, out of the past experiences, and start creating the life you truly desire. Because you're not getting any younger. And time here is an essence. And you are wasting time. I did this amazing workshop this weekend. And it was a business workshop with Grant Cardone. It was awesome. And it was like a 5-day thing online. And one of the things he said, he was like, you know, time is money. We all know this phrase, time is money. But time is also the biggest, most important, valuable thing that you have. You never know when your time is up. You never know. And I know that I'm doing what I'm doing right now, showing up live, you know, running this business, helping women step out of that stuckness and into the life that they truly desire. I do that because I know it's possible. And I know that we don't have to live from the past. And I know that you don't have to be stuck in that past anymore. And I know that you already wasted enough time. You've wasted so much time living from that past, blocking yourself, hiding yourself, sabotaging yourself. It's time to step out of that. It's time to choose you. It's time to reclaim who you came here to be. You are here for a reason. You're listening to this for a reason. It's because you are done. Because you are done. And you are ready for something different. So book a free consultation. Let's see how we can get you in. Let's see how we can get you into that life that you really care to be in. Okay? I adore you. I'm here for you. Let me know how those questions work out for you. Let me know what questions you're asking, where you feel stuck the most. And I would love to connect with you. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you sometimes this week. Bye.